The pitching matchup here tonight on the rubber for Cal Tire is next on the home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290.
Swing into spring at Salisbury House, and you could be watching the Goldeyes swing their bats free. Sal's is proud to introduce Extras, 4 great new taste sensations. Swing into spring and try new Extras, and you'll receive a free High Five Goldeyes ticket voucher at all participating Salisbury House locations. But there's more. You also get to enter to win a Goldeyes suite to watch a home game in style with family and friends. So swing into spring with new Extras at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Fix it, build it, or buy it. No matter what, you can feel right at home with an SCU mortgage. We offer builder mortgages to full benefits mortgages, all built with comfortable values you know and trust, all with flexible rate options tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're fixing, building, or buying, talk to an SCU mortgage specialist today. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
Welcome back. How was the vacation?
It was fine. Why is everything so different in here?
We upgraded all our office equipment to new technology from Ricoh through Milne Office Systems.
How much more is this costing us?
After Milne did a document needs analysis, they showed us how we could increase our productivity and decrease our costs.
So where's my new copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Ricoh!
Visit milneoffice.com to arrange for your own customized Ricoh digital workflow solution today.
Now, let's get back to the Goldeyes pregame show with Paul Edmonds.
And on the rubber, brought to you by Cal Tire, 5 convenient locations in the capital region. More across the province. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Well, the Goldeyes come in at 16-6, winners of 4 straight. Lincoln is 11-13. Let's have a look at the pitching matchup here tonight for this one. Justin Edwards will get the start for the Lincoln Saltdogs, a right-hander, 6 feet, 200 pounds from Wheeling, West Virginia. And the Goldeyes have seen him already. He is 28 years old, and he'll make his second start against the Goldeyes. And for Justin Williams on the year, he'll make start number 5, appearance number 6. He's 2-0 with a 7.23 ERA. 23 2/3 innings, 32 hits. 19 earned runs, only 2 walks, though, 21 strikeouts. So real good strikeout to walk ratio, but he does get banged around a lot. As I mentioned, 32 hits in 23 2/3 innings, and the opposition hitting a lofty 317 against him. On the other side for the Goldeyes, 23-year-old hard-throwing left-hander Fabian Williamson gets the start from Panorama City, California. And for Fabian, he'll make his second straight start against Lincoln. And his 5th of the year, 6th appearance, he's 1-3 with a 4.84 earned run average. 22 1/3 innings, 24 hits, 12 earned runs, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts. Opposition batting .264 against him. So we have guys from opposite ends of the country. Williamson from California and Edwards from West Virginia. A right-hander for Lincoln, a lefty for the Winnipeg Goldeyes here tonight. Well, the Goldeyes are 10 games above 500, looking to extend that. Lincoln, well, they split with Winnipeg at home last week, 2 wins, 2 losses, and the Goldeyes are 5-1 here at home through the first 6 games. It begs repeating. Coming up, the Goldeyes will be done this series as of about, I would say, 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Then they'll head back on the road for 7. And by the time they return later this month, after going to Sioux City and Sioux Falls, they will have played 14 more games on the road than at home. So they're going to get it all back. But while they are at home, important that the Goldeyes try to win it, win another series. They can maybe start on a good note and with the right tone here tonight. That's it for our pregame show for Winnipeg Insurance and the pregame show right at the ballpark. We'll take a pause for the Anthems when we come back. Starting lineups, first pitch, Goldeyes Saltdogs up next in the home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290.
Birthdays, office functions, tea parties, whatever. With Archangel Fireworks, every little event becomes a magical backyard affair. So go ahead, rock that next block party. Got a wedding? Bring something blue, and then blow it up. Whatever you do, make it a backyard affair with Archangel Fireworks. At Confusion Corner and online at archangelfireworks.com. The sky is your canvas. Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Milwaukee Tools continue to revolutionize the cordless power tool industry with the introduction of M18 Fuel, an exclusive line of extreme performance cordless power tools designed, engineered, and built by Milwaukee to deliver unmatched productivity. When you use an M18 tool with the Fuel name, you know you've invested in the most advanced cordless technology available. Simply put, Fuel delivers unmatched power, runtime, and durability on the job site. Fuel, built for the industrial industry.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Moray Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Moray Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Moray. These guys hit it right out of the park.
TSN 1290 is bringing the ultimate guys' night to your backyard. Through June, 4 lucky listeners will win a tailgate party for 30 of their best buds. Don't have 30 buds? You will when you tell them Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue is bringing the flavor with a full meal deal. And get a free 1-week hot tub rental by Oasis Leisure Center. Sound good? Of course it does. So enter to win at tsn.ca/Winnipeg and keep it locked at TSN 1290.
There's just something about the music that sticks with you. And makes you feel oh so good. Fab 94.3 plays all your favorites from the 60s and 70s. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Yes, reach out and touch me. Come on, honey, tell me so. Fab 94.3. Super hits of the 60s and 70s.
You've got the best seat in the house, your house, with live Goldeyes coverage you can take anywhere, only on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, glad to have you along tonight. Starting lineups are brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, and world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries for all their support. They're located at 1425 Ellis. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Well, Fabian Williamson gets the start second straight against Lincoln. He took a loss last week, but pitched pretty well in it. And he'll face a Lincoln lineup that looks like this. To lead it off, Joe Spears. He'll be at short. Jared McDonald is at third base as Levy Ventura is hurt. And Levy was probably the best hitter for Lincoln in that 4-game series last week against Winnipeg. Jared McDonald plays at third, bats second. Stephen Holdren out in right field, bats third. Rick Forney was talking positively about him in our pregame show. John Alonso leading the league with 29 RBI, batting cleanup and playing at first base. Tommy Calero is the DH hitting fifth. Asif Shah will be out in left, hitting sixth. Mike Provencher is in center field, batting seventh. Alan Rick, the former Goldeye, to catch and hit eighth. And Brad Payne rounds out the lineup for Chris Miyake. He will play at second and bat ninth. That lineup again is Spears, McDonald, Holdren, Alonso, Calero, Shaw, Provencher, Rick, and Payne. Glad to have you along tonight. It is cool, it is damp, it is chilly, it is ugly, and we're going to play baseball here tonight. Goldeyes in their all whites and a dark blue top and gray pant. And the first pitch to Spears is swung on and fouled back, and we're underway tonight at 7:06. So Lincoln in a dark blue top and gray pant, Goldeyes in all white, and Spears goes after that first breaking ball and fouls it back at 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Glad to have you along. Settle in for this one wherever you are tonight. Right-handed stick in Spears, hitting .358, the 0-1. Curve floats high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tonight's opening pitch brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today, 888-233-6730. Fastball swung on, bounced out toward third. Up with it, Ramon. Quick fire on a sidearm delivery to first base, and Spears is out, number 1. So one away to start the game. Nice job by Amos Ramon, who did not play yesterday afternoon. And he came in on the grass on that slow little roller. Not much is going to, pick up speed through the infield tonight with that wet infield and wet grass everywhere. They'll be going through a lot of baseballs tonight for sure. And here's Jared McDonald hitting .212 in a left-handed stick. Our home plate umpire tonight is Justin Anderson. He calls the balls and strikes. We get the same crew from Fargo up here in Winnipeg this week. First pitch changeup, swung on and missed for strike 1. Tim McCaffrey is over at first base, and Steve Linton is over at third with the balaclava on tonight. Steve, it's not that cold. The 0-1 swung on and missed on that slider, and it's 0-2. So Justin Anderson calling the balls and strikes. Tim McCaffrey over at first. Steve Linton is at third. We'll have these gentlemen for tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday morning at the 11:05 start time. Lights are on. Wind is blowing from left to right here tonight. McDonald calls for time and steps out. Defensively for the Goldeyes tonight, Luis Allen back behind the plate doing the catching. Kyle Day did a good job yesterday. The 0-2. Fastball just missed inside. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sherundle DeCaster is over at first. Bryce Kendall at second. David Narodowski is at short. Amos Ramon, we've heard from, is already at third. And Jon Weber, Chris Roberson, Josh Mazzola left to right in the field. 1-2 to McDonald, lefty, the pitch. Curve, swung on and missed, and he got him on strikes. First strikeout for Fabian Williamson tonight. And there's 2 away quickly here in the top of the first. That first strikeout is brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike, and you're out. Here's Stephen Holdren. Had some great years in the Frontier League and now makes the jump up to the American Association. Hitting .253, a couple of homers and 19 driven in. And the first pitch from Williamson. Fastball is low, ball 1. Well, let's have a look at the weather report here. And it is nothing to write home about, I can tell you that. The Hardy are here tonight. The 1-0 is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Weather report brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca, Winnipeg's visual directory. To win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. The 2-0 pitch is low, 3 balls and no strikes. While it is overcast, cloudy in the city, it is 8 degrees Celsius, 47 Fahrenheit. The 3-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Humidity is 90%, and the wind is out of the northwest, 30 gusting to 39. It's chilly. 3-1 is outside, ball 4, and Holdren will draw a walk. 2-out free pass. And that'll bring John Alonso up to the plate, who leads the Lincoln Saltdogs in homers with 6 and RBI with 29. So again, here in Winnipeg, it is cloudy. It's overcast, raining off and on all day. 8 degrees Celsius, 47 Fahrenheit. Humidity, 90%. Northwest winds, 30 to 39 clicks, blowing from left to right, a steady breeze. Here's Alonso. First pitch. Fastball right down the chute for a strike. Alonso hitting .326, batting cleanup, and a right-handed batter. And Williamson going to work from the stretch. Holdren does not have a stolen base. And the pitch swung on and missed on that changeup. And it's 0-2. Alonso is second in home runs behind Christian Guerrero, who leads the league. Christian playing with Sioux Falls. And Alonso has 29 RBI to lead the league. That is 3 more than C.J. Ziegler of Wichita. And the pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goldeyes' leading RBI producer is Sherundle DeCaster. He has 20. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner over at first base. And 2 away the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Blew him away with a fastball. Couple of strikeouts for Williamson in the top of the first inning. And that's it for the Salt Dogs in inning number 1. No runs, no hits, 1 left. They come away empty. Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return on TSN 1290.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Swing into spring at Salisbury House, and you could be watching the Goldeyes swing their bats free. Sal's is proud to introduce Extras, 4 great new taste sensations. Swing into spring and try new Extras, and you'll receive a free High Five Goldeyes ticket voucher at all participating Salisbury House locations. But there's more. You also get to enter to win a Goldeyes suite to watch a home game in style with family and friends. So swing into spring with new Extras at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Bottom of the first inning, we welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Our producer-operator back at the studio is Eric Fritchie. We've known him for years as Bo Peep. I know he's trying to drop the handle, but as long as he keeps working here, it's going to follow you. No score in the baseball game. Lincoln sent 4 to the plate. Got a walk, but nothing more. And the Goldeyes will lead it off with their leadoff batter in Price Kendall. It'll be Kendall, Chris Roberson, Jon Weber, and then DeCaster, Allen, and Mazzola. Day will DH tonight, followed by Ramon and Narodowski. And the Goldeyes facing Justin Edwards here. Glad to have you along. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Kendall has reached base safely in 22 straight games to start the year. The 0-1 swung on, bounce back up the middle, and make it 23. And Price has a leadoff single here and hits now in 13 of his last 14 games. How about that? 23 straight games he's reached base safely in all 23 games for the Goldeyes to start the year. And here's Chris Roberson. Defensively, for the Lincoln Saltdogs, Alan Rick the other half of the battery. John Alonso holding on Kendall over at first. Brad Payne at second. As Edwards comes set, first pitch is a bunt that's fouled at the plate, and it's strike 1. Joe Spears at short, Jared McDonald at third, then Ossoff Shaw, Mike Provencher, and Stephen Holdren left to right in the field. Lights are on this gloomy, cold, wet day in Winnipeg. Throw over to first, and Kendall dives back in safely. Price and Roberson both lead the team in stolen bases with 6. Price is 6 for 6. Roberson's been caught once. He's 6 for 7. The 0-1 is outside with a change of pace. 1 ball and 1 strike. Roberson was 0 for 3 with a walk yesterday in the Goldeyes 4-3 win over Fargo, where they swept that series. He finished 8 for 32 on the road trip. A .250 average. The pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Switch hitter bats from the left side against the righty Justin Edwards. Roberson a couple of homers. Both those came in one game against Lincoln in Nebraska last week. The pitch. Fastball outside, 3-1. And Roberson is driven in 19. Always wondered if cold weather favored the pitcher or the hitter. 3-1, runner on the move, pitches outside, ball 4. So Kendall will get to second base as he's pushed up there by the walk to Roberson. First walk issued by Justin Edwards. Now, some might think it might be the pitcher because you are in constant motion. You're always throwing a pitch, receiving the ball, winding up, throwing. It would be a little tougher on your throwing hand and how to grab the baseball, and the argument could be made there. Others would say it would be the hitters because it is tougher to throw pitches in colder weather. And as hitters, you can wear gloves, you can wear sleeves, keep yourself warm that way. Here's Jon Weber, 0 for 4 yesterday. He banged into a double play. It ended a 6-game hitting streak for him. We're scoreless, and the Goldeyes have the first 2 on. First pitch is low, ball 1. Weber hitting .378, top 5 in league batting. Still looking for his first home run. He's driven in 14. John had a pretty good road trip, though, the 1-0. Swung on, hammered high and deep to right. Courtesy Trot Holdren. He'll look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye. There's the first one of the year. A 3-run jack for Jon Weber. And the Goldeyes have quickly jumped on Lincoln and Justin Edwards for 3 in the bottom of the first. Make the turn at third, Johnny, and come on down. 3-0 Winnipeg. Got a fastball, and he drilled it to right. And that is a pretty good way to start if you're Winnipeg here tonight. And that's RBI 15, 16, and 17. And Sharundle the caster, the batter. First pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Well, the Goldeyes have hit a home run in the last 2 games. Mazzola had one last night, or yesterday actually. 1 ball, 1 strike. And just on the year, if memory serves, the 1-1 to DeCaster. Swung on, and that is fouled away and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. Roberson's hit 2 against Lincoln. Amos Ramon had 1. Mazzola had 2. So that's 5, and now Weber has hit the 6th home run for Winnipeg against the Lincoln Saltdogs, and we're barely in to the 5th game of the year between the two. The 1-2 pitch is outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Goldeyes, by the way, if you're wondering, are 7-1. 7 wins in 8 starts. The pitch is low, 3-2, when they hit a home run. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To DeCaster, he rides a 7-gamer into this one. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And DeCaster went chasing on that one. And Edwards has recorded an out via the strikeout. And here's Luis Allen. Yeah, not bad. 7-1 with a chance to improve on that record this year when hitting a home run. And Luis Allen, the batter, hits in 7 of 8. He had a good afternoon yesterday. He was 3 for 4 with a run scored. First pitch is in there for a strike. Tomorrow, back on the air at 6:30. First pitch, 7:05. Rich Hawkins versus Gino Gonzalez, a couple of southpaws for Winnipeg and Lincoln, respectively. Pitches outside, 1-1. Rich Hawkins will make his first home start. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on, bounced out to third. Up with it and then off his chest. McDonald finds it by his feet going to his left, and the third baseman has enough time to recover to get the Goldeyes catcher for the second out. here in the bottom of the first. The batter is Josh Mazzola. Well, Mazzola had a real good game yesterday, too. A 2-run home run. Made some great catches, including a catch on Todd Jennings to end the baseball game in the bottom of the ninth as Fargo was trying to rally. And Mazzola will step in from the right side. He hammered one the opposite way yesterday. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Mazzola was 8 for 28 on the trip with a couple of homers. 3, in fact, the pitch. Swung on. That is guided out toward left field. Shaw will come in and make the catch. And that is it for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of the first. Well, they send 6 men to the plate, get 3 runs. They do so on 2 hits, including Jon Weber's first homer of the year, a 3-run shot. Nobody left. At the end of 1, Winnipeg 3, Lincoln no score. Marching along to the second when we come back on TSN 1290.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. There's nothing better than a summer barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce. And I want you to call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue now to book your fully catered barbecue or try a do-it-yourself hog roast.
It's fun, delicious, will cost less than you think. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you. Dates are filling up, so act fast.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
It's so much more fun when it's all for a good cause. Join the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation for the 18th Annual Charity Golf Tournament, Monday, July 23rd at Bell Acres Golf and Country Club. Your entry fee includes lunch, power cart, fantastic steak dinner, and prizes. Proceeds go to the Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation to help support local children's charities. All foursomes entered will be assigned a Goldeyes player, coach, or staff member. Space is limited, so book early. Call 982-BASE for details.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Top of 2, we welcome you. Tommy Calero, the DH, Asif Shah, and Mike Provencher. 5, 6, 7 in the order for Lincoln. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. Fabian Williamson works in to inning number 2 here. And we'll play the home run inning because we had a winner last night on the Home Run Sports home run inning. So we have one name to pass along. Here's Tommy Calero, the DH, hitting .295. Big boy, slightly open stance from the right side, and the lefty Williamson kicks and comes home. First pitch swung on and missed, and that fastball, and the second is underway. Well, folks, you can drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard. And Bishop Grandin entered a win in the Home Run Sports home run inning, the 0-1. Here's inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. The 1-1 is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. But you must hear your name in this program in order to know that you're a winner. You won't find out any way or any other form than on this program. 3-1. As that 2-1 missed it low and inside. And if you do hear your name on this program, the 3-1 pitch swung on, fouled back, and it's 3-2 as that gets out of play. Well, congratulations. And then you need to contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. And the payoff pitch swung on, fouled away down the right field line and out of play. While Josh Mazzola connected for his 4th homer of the year, all of them have come, by the way, on the road, 3 of which came on the recent road trip. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Calero. Now he's going to call for time and step out. And Jamie Mullis is our winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning. Jamie Mullis. 3-2. Called third strike on the inside corner, and Calero will go down looking. Good fastball that had a little bit of a tail to it, and Williamson has his third strikeout of the evening already, and there's one down in the top of the second. So Jamie Mullis is our winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning. Jamie, you've got 30 days to contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize on that homer by Mazzola yesterday afternoon. Here's Asif Shah, first pitch on the outside edge for a strike. And the home run innings brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of Lage. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Pitches in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike to Asif Shah. Shaw hitting .295. Remember, he was a Goldeye on paper in the offseason. But as Winnipeg got Jon Weber and Chris Roberson, some people became a little bit more expendable. Christian Guerrero and Asif Shah, both have found jobs in the league. Rick is, as he talked about yesterday, the 1-1 pitch inside, 2-1. Tries to always find players a job, especially veteran guys and guys that have made a commitment to Winnipeg. The 2-1 swung on, fouled back, 2-2, as Guerrero and Shaw did in the offseason, fairly early. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Asif Shah. A couple of homers and 9 driven in. We're in the top of 2. And it's 3-0 Winnipeg on a Jon Weber homer. Pitch is in there for a called third strike, and Shaw will go down looking as well. He didn't like the call, and he'll shake his head at Justin Anderson, our home plate umpire, but Anderson's been pretty consistent. And there's 2 away for Mike Provencher. Interesting, when you look at Provencher, you would say Provencher here in Winnipeg. Even Rick Forney was asking about that on that trip to Lincoln last week. But down in the United States, and particularly in the home area of Provencher, Brighton, Colorado, first pitch is way outside, or fouled back, excuse me, as we got that helicopter coming in. It's making a lot of noise. And Provencher fouls one back for strike 1. And the pitch is outside, 1-1. Might need a new muffler. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung on, popped up, but it will curl in toward the seats, just down from the Goldeyes right field line here at Shaw Park. And that's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 away in the top of the second, 3-0 Winnipeg. Provencher batting .280, a right-handed batter. And he'll stand back in with the back pocket unfurled. 1-2. Breaking ball is inside, 2-2. That was a look that, well, you saw for a couple of years anyway, when guys like Tony Mitchell played in Duluth and then Sioux City. The 2-2 pitch. High with a fastball, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fabian tonight, not wearing sleeves. I'm sure he puts on a coat when he gets back into the dugout. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes, came back with the old heater, and he strikes out the side in order. How about that? 5 punch-outs for Williamson here tonight, and we're only through an inning and a half. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Zeros across for the Saltdogs. Bottom 2 is next. 3-0 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
Who do your Winnipeg Goldeyes trust to keep them in the game with state-of-the-art chiropractic care? ChiroCare Health Center. And if the professionals at ChiroCare Health Center can keep highly tuned athletes going strong for over 100 games a season, imagine what they could do for you.
To meet the chiropractic team trusted by your Winnipeg Goldeyes, visit chirocarehealth.com or call 488-CARE. ChiroCare Health Center. Care today for a better tomorrow.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue. Turkey?
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimum juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. Available at your local grocery store. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit Manitoba Turkey Producers at turkey.mb.ca.
Bottom two, we welcome you. Kyle Day to lead it off for Winnipeg, followed by Amos Ramon and David Narodowski, 7, 8, and 9. Goldeyes lead it 3-0 on a 3-run homer by Jon Weber. Kyle Day, the DH, here tonight after catching for the first time yesterday afternoon. First pitch from Justin Edwards is on the outside edge for a strike. Well, here on the bottom of three, as we always do, let's play some trivia. And the trivia contest question, as we like to refer to it as, the 0-1. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Kyle Day, 7 for 16 in his return from injury. 1-1 is swung on and missed. Went after that change of pace and waved right through it. It's pretty good. 7 for 16. Puts him at 438. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-handed batter and the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Well, our contest is open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. If you've won in the last 30 days, you're out. If you haven't, you're in. It's as simple as that. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Day, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Second strikeout for Justin Edwards, and here's Amos Ramon. Up for grabs is a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. You'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. And if you think you know the answer, no harm in trying. Here's the number, 780-1290, 780-1290. Area code 204 if you need to dial it. Here's Amos. He did not play yesterday afternoon. First pitch is in there for a strike. He was 6 for 24 on the road trip with a home run against Lincoln. And a game Winnipeg lost, the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-2. That was that extra inning affair on Monday night, where Winnipeg blew 3 leads, including 1 in the 9th and 1 in the 10th. The 0-2. Breaking ball is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, here goes tonight's question. Which former Goldeye hit a walk-off solo homer in the bottom of the 12th inning back in 2002 to beat the Lincoln Saltdogs, the 1-2? Swung on, fouled back, and we do it again as that finds the roof. To beat the Lincoln Saltdogs here at home to open the playoffs. Which former Goldeye hit a walk-off solo homer in the bottom of the 12th in 0-2. 1-2, swung on, fouled away. Good protective swing by Ramon. Walk-off solo homer, bottom 12, 2002. To beat Lincoln here at home to open the playoffs. 780-1290, 780-1290. The 1-2 is inside, 2-2. Ramon batting .250, a homer, 11 driven in. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, line to center. That'll drop for a base hit. And Ramon, a big turn at first, will hold up with a 1-out single. And here's David Narodowski, who his manager felt that had Tom Boleska really wanted to hit David Narodowski yesterday afternoon in that ridiculous exchange late in the baseball game, in fact, in the top of the ninth, he would have. Rick felt that Boleska just wanted to get removed from the baseball game, and after he threw behind Narodowski and to the backstop, he was by home plate umpire Steve Linton, who works third base here tonight. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Narodowski, as it turned out, finished the at-bat, struck out. He was 0 for 4 yesterday. 3-0 Winnipeg leads it. We're in the bottom of the second. Wind blowing from left to right. Edwards with a move over to first base and diving back into the bag is Ramon. Amos has some speed. The knee doesn't seem to be bothering him after having serious surgery last year. Remember, game 1, first hour, on a night similar to this. Pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. In terms of temperature, Amos, in a freak rundown, blew out his knee. Ramon is 3 for 3 in the base paths this year and does have that speedy element. Edwards comes set, the 0-2. Breaking ball is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're into 20 phone calls. No winner on trivia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a throw over to first. Back in time. It is not Harry Berrios, by the way. There's the hint. Not Harry. He was a teammate of Harry's back in 2002. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on. Line into the glove of Spears, diving to his right. And the shortstop retires the other shortstop. Then he looks from his knees to try to double off Amos Ramon, who gets back in time. Good guess, though, but it's not Homer Harry. 2 away in the inning. We go back to the top of the order in Price Kendall. The reason we bring it up in terms of that trivia question is I just felt that home run with the Goldeyes winning game 1 and a walk-off set the tone for that series. Goldeyes went on to win it quite handily over Lincoln, then beat Sioux City, and then lost to New Jersey. Throw goes over to first, and Ramon walks back in time. 25th caller wins it tonight. Congratulations. Runner bluffs, pitches inside for ball 1. Winner of the answer coming up in the 7th, but it's Super Stumper status here tonight with 25 calls. Price Kendall, 1 for 1 with a run scored. Stands in from the right side. Edwards comes set. Runner on the move. Pitches in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. It ricochets off somebody. I don't know whether it went off Amos Ramon or maybe the shortstop covering the bag. There was a bit of a collision there. Amos a little shaken up, but he has a stolen base. He didn't pop up to try to take the extra base. No error. And he stays put at second. Not a great throw by Alan Rick. He kind of double clutched it. And 1 ball, 1 strike to Kendall as that pitch was in for a strike. And Ramon has his 4th stolen base of the year. So with 2 away, the Goldeyes have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of this second inning and lead it 3-0. Kendall was 12 for 27 on the trip. How about that? 444, 1-1. Swung on, and that is fouled off the instep, and he will kind of hobble around a little bit. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 444 average for Price Kendall on the road trip, and then he follows up with first at bat of the night here tonight. Singles back through the middle. 1 of 3 hits for the Goldeyes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goldeyes lead it 3-0. Runner at second is Amos Ramon. Edwards comes set, the 1-2. Breaking ball just missed outside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kendall hitting .340 on the year. 2-2. Swung on, popped up. Toward the right field line, a trio of defenders are there. Brad Payne, the second baseman, a step into foul territory, will make the catch after making the call, and the Goldeyes are done in the last of the second. No runs, one hit, and one left. We'll go to the third. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on TSN 1290.
Your best friend may be furry, but they're part of your family. So when it comes to your pet's health, they deserve to be treated like family at Animal Hospital of Manitoba. Their experienced professionals provide the very latest in veterinary care for cats, dogs, ferrets, rabbits, just about any pet you can imagine. And they take pride in educating clients and following up to make sure your best friend is doing just fine. Animal Hospital of Manitoba, 995 Main Street. We care for your pets as if they were our own.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
The Fishing Hole and TSN 1290 are teaming up this Father's Day to send you and your dad on an awesome guided day of walleye fishing with Shane 90 on Lake of the Woods. Brought to you by Andrew Class and Guide Service. Plus 2 new rods and reels and a $100 GC from the Fishing Hole. Enter at tsn1290.ca and tell us why your dad is a real catch. Winner announced Friday, June 15th, live on The Big Show with Jay and Westwood. Only on TSN 1290. You want Goldeyes baseball? We've got it. This is TSN 1290, and you're listening to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the third. Alan Rick to lead it off, followed by Brad Payne and Joe Spears. 8-9-1. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. And the first pitch to Rick is swung on, and that is hit out to right field. Drifting back, Mazzola, and onto the warning track. He'll turn face us and make the catch. First pitch swinging is Alan Rick, and there's one away. And here's Brad Payne. Just a quick thought. I know some of you have got to know Alan Rick in his short time here in Winnipeg last year as the catcher. Great guy. Fantastic human being. And he was a great guest on Saturday on Around the Association, talking about, well, that 36-hour bus ride from Edmonton to Chicago, and also the experience of playing in Lake County last year. Here's Brad Payne, takes a pitch from Fabian Williamson, high, ball one. Payne batting .262 and a right-handed stick. The 1-0 is right down the chute for a strike, and it's 1-1. Well, here in the third, we'll have a look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of carrying, the 1-1. Low and inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And they're going to appeal on the half a swing, and Tim McCaffrey tells us what we already knew, that Payne didn't go around. The 2-1. He is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. While everything tonight in the American Association is a night game, everything in the majors is a night game. And there is this little matter of Game 6 in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Pitch in there for a called third strike. And Brad Payne will go down looking. Another fastball and another strikeout for Fabian Williamson. He has 6 punch-outs here tonight already. And with 2 away, we go up to the top of the order in Joe Spears. And then basketball gets rolling tomorrow night. Here's Spears. He bounced out corner to corner. First pitch. He is outside, ball one. Well, I got to hand it to those that have showed up here tonight, including you, Gabe. Got your sleeves on tonight, of course. Pitch is outside, 2-0. What about the longies? You wearing the longies tonight? No long underwear? No. Okay. 2-0. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. It's 1-0 for the Los Angeles Kings already. Scored late in the first period, the 3-0 is low, ball 4, and Spears draws a walk. So Williamson will issue a second base on balls, and here's Jared McDonald, who is one of 6 strikeout victims for Williamson tonight. Well, it's 3-2 for the Kings if you didn't know. If they win tonight, they are Stanley Cup champs. If they don't, they go back to Jersey for Game 7. Here's McDonald batting .212, left-handed batter. Williamson comes set, runner on the move, pitches high, throw down to second base is not in time, and coming out in front of second base to cut it off is Narodowski, and Spears has his 8th stolen base of the year. He's been caught once, he's 8 for 9. And ball 1 on Jared McDonald. And the pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0 Winnipeg leads it. And if you're Fabian Williamson, you don't really want to lock the park here and bring the tie and run to the plate. 2-0 is low. 3 balls and no strikes. McDonald, a homer and 2 driven in. Lefty here. And Williamson will come set. And the 3-0 is high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. 3rd walk of the baseball game, and now Stephen Holdren, the left-handed batter, will step up and in, and we're going to get a little pitching visit here from Bill Pulsifer, the pitching coach. Well, just a reminder, once again, Wendy's Restaurants in Baseball, Manitoba have teamed up to form a great partnership this spring. The joint initiative provides an opportunity for all minor baseball players in the province to learn more about the game and the Goldeyes through a full-color baseball booklet that was distributed to all players following registration for minor baseball in the province. Plus, Wendy's has again provided each player with a free Frosty, redeemable at any Wendy's location in the province. The Goldeyes, Wendy's, and Baseball Manitoba, a guaranteed triple play. Here's Holdren. He drew a walk. His first trip was left stranded in the first. He represents the potential tying run. Lefty here, 3-0 Winnipeg. First pitch is high, ball 1. And that fastball missed upstairs. And the Kings have scored again to make it 2-0 late in the first period over New Jersey. The 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Holdren batting .253. Well, here's what you don't want. John Alonso to come up with the bases loaded. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Good pitch and a fastball that Holdren couldn't catch up to. Holdren's driven in 19. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lefty here. Williamson comes set. The pitch is just outside, 3-1. And a little bit of barking from the Goldeyes dugout as all of a sudden maybe things have gotten a little bit tighter on that strike zone. 3-1 is in there for a strike. Change of pace, and it's 3-2. Well, we'll see if Williamson can put Holdren away here and leave 2 stranded. 2 on, 2 away for Lincoln in the top of this third. 3-0 Winnipeg. Williamson comes set, the payoff. Swung on, and that's lifted out toward left field. Coming in is Jon Weber. Back is Narodowski, and the shortstop makes the call and the catch in shallow left, and that is it for Lincoln in the third. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of 3 when we come back. It is 3-0 Winnipeg on TSN 1290.
Jamaica, man. Nothing quite like it. Imagine long, lazy blue sky days, strolling along warm white sand beaches. All that zesty food, soul-stirring music, and fun-filled nights. It could all be yours just for being a Goldeyes fan. Air Canada Vacations will give away a Jamaica Dream Vacation at a Sandals Luxury Included Resort at the Goldeyes game Wednesday, June 27th. So get your game ticket and you could be off to fun in the sun in Jamaica, courtesy of Air Canada Vacations.
That baseball glove. You know the one. The one that you got in high school. The one that got you MVP your senior year. Yeah, you know the one. And we do too. At Ranger Insurance, we protect what's important to you. Because whatever size it is, it's the little things that matter. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, Ranger Insurance has a plan that's right for you. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
Even if you can't agree on what kind of pizza to get, at least everyone in Winnipeg agrees where to get it. Santa Lucia Pizza. For the 6th straight year, you and Uptown Magazine readers voted Santa Lucia Best Pizza in Winnipeg. They've also received the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, Winnipeg agrees. Santa Lucia Pizza is the best in town.
You see, the best ingredients make the best of the pizza.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, we welcome you back. And Chris Roberson steps in. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Goldeyes lead it 3-0. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. So do the Los Angeles Kings. The 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dustin Brown has a pair of goals. Kings scored 3 goals on a 5-minute power play advantage. The 1-1 is swung on, bounce back up the middle, diving stop by Payne, up off his chest, throw to first in time to get Chris Roberson. And there's one away. Hot shot by Roberson. Great play by the second baseman for Lincoln. One away. Bottom 3. And here's Johnny. Jon Weber with a 3-run homer tonight. Will step up with nobody on and 1 out. So yes, the Los Angeles Kings are leading the New Jersey Devils in Game 6, 3-0 in the first period. First pitch to Weber is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. We'll also see Sherendel DeCaster. In interleague play in the majors, Washington is leading Toronto 4-1 in the 6th inning. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Yankees are shutting out Atlanta in Atlanta. 3-0 in the 5th. And Miami is leading Boston 4-1 in Miami tonight. Pitch is swung on and popped up to center field. Provencher is there. He'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. And the batter is DeCaster. And at 9:10 tonight, well, this would be interesting. The Angels at Dodgers. Angels have won 3 in a row. Garrett Richards getting the start for the Halos. 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA. And Chris Capuano, 8-2 with a 282 earned run average, getting the start for the Dodgers. First pitch to DeCaster is in there for a strike. In the American Association, bottom of the 6th, Game 1, Grand Prairie leading Laredo in that double dip. Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2. 2-0 for Grand Prairie. They'll play 7. And then clean up the field and then do it again. Time called by DeCaster. He'll step out. Kansas City looking to end a 4-game losing skid, lead Newark at home 2-0 in the 3rd in interleague play. The 0-2 is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fargo leads St. Paul 2-1. That's in the 3rd in St. Paul. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is low, 2-2. Bottom 3, Gary in front of Wichita, 1-0. Later start, El Paso hosting Amarillo, 2-2. Is low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And nothing to report just yet from Sioux Falls and Sioux City on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sherendel DeCaster. And the payoff. Swung on, that is clubbed out toward right center. Won't have enough. Holdren's there, so's the center fielder Provencher. And the center fielder will make the call on the catch. The Goldeyes go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the fourth. Goldeyes lead at 3-0, TSN 1290.
You like to shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
So do we. When it comes to windows, Best Windows and Doors doesn't go with just a single manufacturer. We shop around. Only the best quality, efficiency, and warranty will do. And only a few have it all. And that's all you'll find at Best Windows. So go ahead, shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know a water saver shower head could save you as much as 50 liters of hot water during one 10-minute shower? And that a leaky hot water faucet in your home could be wasting enough energy to heat more than 10,000 liters a year? That's 40,000 glasses of water. Install a water saver shower head and fix leaky faucets. The savings will really add up. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up. Turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the fourth inning. John Alonso will lead it off, followed by Tommy Calero and Asif Shah. Part of the order for the Saltdogs. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. On a home run by Jon Weber. Those goals in that Stanley Cup game, Dustin Brown, as I mentioned, as a pair. Trevor Lewis has the third. 3-0 LA over Jersey. First pitch to Alonso is on the outside edge for a strike. And Alonso struck out swinging his first trip. And the 0-1. Swung on. Fouled back. That will get in behind the dugout of the Saltdogs and into the seats for a souvenir. Strike two. Well, as you might expect, the weather scared a lot of folks away here tonight. The announced attendance, 4,251. 42-51. 0-2. Swung on, ground ball left side. Foul. Goldeyes drew 37,000 for the first 6 games. They'll be over 40,000 for the first 7. 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. And it's still 0-2. Winnipeg was leading the league in attendance. Entering action tonight. 0-2 to Alonso. Fabian Williamson working into his fourth. The pitch. Swung on, fouls the plate. We do it again. Goldeyes averaging 6,317. Entering action tonight. Now that will go down, of course, with 4,251. But I mean, who could blame anybody? I think the Goldeyes walked up 26 people tonight, when you can walk up as many as 800 or more. Pitch is swung on and missed. It was dropped by Allen. Now he'll find it, step into a throwing lane with a Goldeyes catcher, and he'll fire down to first to complete the putout. It's a strikeout, 2-3 putout on Alonso. Strikeout number 7 for Williamson tonight. And here's Tommy Calero. Let's have a look at the attendance, and we'll do that for Inside the Numbers. Inside the Numbers is brought to you by Recycle Everywhere. Working together to make away-from-home recycling commonplace. To learn more, visit recycleeverywhere.ca. First pitch to Calero is in there for a strike. You know, recycling just one glass bottle saves enough energy to light a 100-watt light bulb for 4 hours. The 0-1 swung on, and that is blooped out toward first, drifting back to Castor as it was hit off the handle, and the Goldeyes first baseman makes the catch. And there's 2 away for Asif Shah. Also, power a computer for 30 minutes or a television for 20 minutes. Recycling just one glass bottle. And Shaw with 2 away here in the top of the 4th, steps up and in. Goldeyes averaging 6,317. That will go down a little bit with the 42-51 here tonight. But they do go over 40,000 for the year so far through 7 dates. First pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Off the upper deck facade, down below. And a souvenir for a fan in the first row. Nothing and 1 to Shaw, who struck out looking his first trip. Lefty, breaking ball is swung on and fouled back. Nothing and 2. Goldeyes with this crowd tonight. Now we're at 42,156. And the 0-2 just missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And are averaging 6,022 per game. Don't forget tomorrow, fireworks. It's expected to be a nicer night. 1-2 is outside. Asif Shah thought about it. Had a notion, didn't go around. The count 2-2. 6,022 is the average now. Don't forget tomorrow, fireworks. Always a good draw. You want to get in, $5. Get you in the ballpark to watch some fireworks and baseball tomorrow. Game 2 of this series, 2-2. Swung on, that's lined out to left field. Right there is Weber, and he'll make the catch for the final out here in the top of the 4th. Call it a liner to left. That is it for Lincoln. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Bottom 4 is next. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on TSN 1290.
Patient safety is everyone's concern. Healthcare is a big, complex system, and sometimes things happen that aren't planned. What can you do to make your care safer? Get involved. Discuss your health concerns with your doctor, nurse, and pharmacist. Make a list of your medications and keep it with you. Wash your hands often to reduce the spread of germs. The Manitoba Institute for Patient Safety website has more information on how you can learn to be safe.
One little drop of oil can spoil a million drops of water. So put used oil in its place. Call or click for information.
Used oil recycling is giving away free Goldeyes key tags at 12 select home games this season with 3 ways to win. If the number on the back of your key tag is drawn in the second inning, you could win a $50 gift certificate from Future Shop. If you activate your key tag online and your keys are ever lost, they'll be returned for free. Once your key tag is activated, you are entered for a chance to win an autographed Goldeyes jersey. The draw will take place at the last game of the season. Mr. Oil Drop reminds you to keep your environment clean and green by recycling your used oil and antifreeze products.
UseOilRecycling.com. Hey, Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com.
Call 1-888-410-1440.
Make every drop count.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. 3 runs on 3 hits. 0-0 for Lincoln. Neither team's made an error. First pitch to the catcher, Luis Allen. Justin Edwards, the right-hander for Lincoln, is low and inside. Ball 1. Allen 0 for 1 tonight. It's Allen, Josh Mazzola, and Kyle Day. 5, 6, 7 in the order. Goldeyes getting 3 and a 3-run home run by Jon Weber. The pitch swung on, lined over third, dumped into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Luis Allen. He has hits now in 8 of 9. And that 287 average will go up. And here's Josh Mazzola, who's 0 for 1. And Mazzola will step in from the right side. You know, he will hit a home run here at home, and he's hit 4 on the road. But when he gets into them, boy, the ball just jumps right off his bat. Sweet swing, too. First pitch is high, ball 1. It just looks effortless. And he'll get the barrel to it and pow. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Well, that looked like the same pitch, except called like, well, unlike the first pitch, this one's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. Breaking ball is high, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Edwards from the stretch. Allen over at first. The pitch swung on and popped up. And that's out to right field. Holdren coming in, and the right fielder toward the line will make the catch for the first out. Just missed that one. And here's Kyle Day. Another guy that's got a pretty good swing, and when he gets into it, it travels pretty hard. And pretty fast. Day struck out his first trip, though. Kyle was 1 for 4 yesterday with 3 strikeouts, so he's 1 for 5 in his last 5 trips with 4 strikeouts after striking out here tonight already. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0, the Goldeyes lead it. Three runs on 4 hits for Winnipeg. First pitch. Swung on. Q shot it off the end of the bat. Rolled right out toward the mound. Picked up by Edwards. He throws to first base. Pitcher helping him himself. And Day is retired. Allen moves up to second. And Amos Ramon, the batter. We're at the end of the first period in that hockey game, by the way. Los Angeles 3, New Jersey no score. On the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Here is Famous Amos. And he'll stand in from the right side. And Edwards looks in to get the sign from Alan Rick, who will set up inside. The pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Got away from Alan Rick. And over to third base is Luis Allen on the wild pitch. And the Goldeyes have a runner 90 feet away. Well, if you're Winnipeg, you'd always like to add on. Ramon is 1 for 1 tonight with a stolen base. He's driven in 11. And the pitch is on the outside edge, or is it outside? Well, look the way home plate umpire Justin Anderson was stepping back. He was going to call a strike, but I guess Alan Rick didn't squeeze that one, so no strike. Sometimes that happens. 2 balls, no strikes to Ramon. The pitch. Breaking ball, that is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Amos a homer and 11 driven in. 2 away in the inning. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Been nothing but a steady stream of sliders to Amos Ramon here from Justin Edwards. And the 3-1 pitch. Another one that's in there for a strike. And it's 3-2, and Amos thought he had ball 4. And I think that's 5 or 6 sliders in a row. It's 5 sliders in a row. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup. And that is it for Amos Ramon here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 5th. 3-0 Winnipeg in front. TSN 1290.
Downtown Winnipeg is the place to be this summer. Get downtown and enjoy fun festivals, concerts, and tours. Catch a Goldeyes game, visit exceptional shopping and dining districts, get a taste for Winnipeg's distinct urban culture, and check out the Out to Lunch concert series with free music downtown every Wednesday at noon all summer long. For info on concert locations and other downtown events, visit downtownwinnipegbiz.com. Get down this summer. Downtown.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive Preflex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfishermultispecies.com or contact Winnipeg Sport and Leisure at 1-800-661-7669. Kingfisher. Fish the good times.
Free Jive Interactive Media is online, on site, and on the street. Grab the new online version of the Free Jive Weekly at freejivewinnipeg.com or pick it up at one of our 200 local restaurant locations. Find us at local events and keep a lookout for the Free Jive Cruiser around the city. And make sure to visit freejivewinnipeg.com to keep updated on all of our weekly contests and giveaways. Free Jive Interactive Media. Online, on site, on the street.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Fergie's Fish and Chips and Manitoba Turkey Producers.
Well, we go to the fifth inning, and Fabian Williamson works into his fifth. He has struck out 7 tonight, walked 3. And those 3 walks have 3 base runners for Lincoln. That's it. Mike Provencher, Alan Rick, and Brad Payne, 7, 8, and 9, will step to the plate against Williamson, the lefty. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on a home run by Jon Weber, his first of the year. First pitch. And a bunt pushed up the third base line, picked up by Williamson, throws to first, not in time. Well, a sneak attack bunt that went up the third base line, stopped about halfway. Williamson was the only one that could get there, picked it up, and threw it to first base, and it ends up being a bang-bang play that goes to Provencher, the runner. And that's the first hit for the Lincoln Saltdogs here. A bunt single that ends the no-hitter. You know, some would have they would take some umbrage with that right here. Here's Alan Rick. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. So Provencher with a bunt single breaks up the no-no here. I think it gets a little bit worse the deeper you get into the game, too. 1 ball, no strikes. And a throw goes over to first base, and back in time is Provencher. Well, you're only into the 5th here. Lincoln is still in the baseball game at 3-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And a throw goes over to first base. And DeCastro will knock it down, find it back in behind him. I guess you could make an argument on either side, but I would be probably a little more lenient toward Provencher dropping the bunt there to try to make something happen. 1 ball, no strikes to Alan Rick. Pitch. Swung on, fouled back over my head, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike as that will land on the roof. You know, again, you're trying to get something started. You're the leadoff batter. You're only down by 3. You're in the 5th inning. It's still early. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Williamson will come set. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. And that will get off the window and right back down below. Did anybody get hit on that, or is everybody all right? A lady got hit. Right on her head. It was a foul back that ricocheted off the window here and right down to a lady below us. The 1-2 swing and a miss, and Alan Rick down on strikes. Yeah, she's shaken up a little bit. Alan Rick is strikeout victim number 8. And there's one away here for Brad Payne. Brad Payne struck out looking his first trip. Well, we hope that she's okay. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. And is going to ricochet around as well. And some kids with some gloves got the baseball. Strike one. Brad Payne batting .262. By the way, EMS were right there on the scene with the injured fan. And a throw goes over to first base. And Provencher, who's 2 for 3 on the base path, is back in time. 0-1 to Brad Payne. And the pitch. Fastball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. We're in the 5th. Glad to have you along here tonight. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Game 2 happens tomorrow night. And the finale on Wednesday morning, 1-1. Swung on, line to center field. Roberson right there, a little curl to his left. He'll make the catch. Hard hit ball by Payne, but right at the Goldeyes center fielder. And there's 2 away for Joe Spears. And Spears will step up. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. And as a right-handed batter. 3 runs, 4 hits for Winnipeg. 0-1 for Lincoln. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Williamson started him off with a changeup on the outside part of the plate. And Fabian will come set. 0-1. In there for another strike. Back-to-back changeups doubled up on the same pitch. And it's 0-2 to Spears. Runner at first, 2 away. Lincoln coming in, 2 games under 500 at 11-13. And a throw goes over to first base. Back in time again is Mike Provencher. We're holding at 8 degrees Celsius. That is 47 frigid degrees Fahrenheit. 0-2, low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Humidity 88%, and the wind is still blowing north-northwest, 24 gusting to 37. It's a steady breeze from left to right here tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. And Spears down on strikes. Fabian Williamson has struck out 9 tonight. How about that? We're only through 5. No runs, 1 hit, a leadoff bunt, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on TSN 1290.
Once in a lifetime, there comes a food innovation so profound that only a voice like mine can announce it. As school children sing, fireworks explode, and Harrier jets fly overhead. On top of a mountain, one of the Alps. Introducing all meat wings made with seasoned chicken breast, now at Boston Pizza. Here to make you happy.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
TSN 1290 is bringing the Ultimate Guys Night to your backyard. Through June, 4 lucky listeners will win a tailgate party for 30 of their best buds. Don't have 30 buds? You will when you tell them Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue is bringing the flavor with a full meal deal. And get a free 1-week hot tub rental by Oasis Leisure Center. Sound good? Of course it does. So enter to win at tsn.ca/Winnipeg and keep it locked at TSN 1290.
Bottom of the fifth inning, and David Narodowski will look at a strike. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Justin Edwards. And the count, 0-2. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. We welcome you. Bottom five, Narodowski, Price Kendall, and Chris Roberson. And the pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sure hope tomorrow's a little warmer. Apparently was hot while the team was away. 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the rain came in here and it's blocked out the sun and hasn't heated anything up. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. That's fisted off the handle. Rolled out toward third. Running in and barehanding the baseballs to third baseman McDonald, and he fires a strike to first base to get Narodowski for the first out. So 1 away, and here's Price Kendall, who's 1 for 2 tonight. And Kendall has a base hit, a run scored, and he's also popped out to second baseman Brad Payne. Both starters are still in the game. And the first pitch swung on, line sharply between short and third for a base hit. 2 hits here tonight for Price Kendall. And Price is 14 for his last 30. How about that? 14 for your last 30 is 467. Price might find himself into the top 10 pretty soon. Remember, still a couple of guys with 400 batting averages. And the other thing that's difficult when you get the stats that we receive is they include those guys from Newark and Quebec, all the Can-Am League teams. The pitch is outside after a throw over to first base. Kendall back in time, and then the first pitch way outside to Roberson, ball 1. For instance, you've got Newark's Juan Martinez. Okay, he's played 7 games. And a throw over to first base, diving back in again is Kendall. Against American Association teams. But yet, point streak has him leading the American Association in hitting with 30 at-bats. Pitches outside, 2-0. So, things are a little askew right now when it comes to the stats, and hopefully they get that straightened out. 2 balls and no strikes. And a throw over to first base. And Kendall back in time. Roberson 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored tonight. The pitch swung on and fouled back on top of the roof. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on a home run by Jon Weber that he cracked to right field for his first of the year. Goldeyes 3 runs, 5 hits, 0-1 for Lincoln. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, game 1 of this 3-game set. The 2-1. And a bunt pushed up the third base line. It's a beauty by Roberson. It's going to roll up halfway to third and stop. Fair ball. No chance for a pickup and throw by Lincoln. And Roberson has a bunt single here. And the Goldeyes have 2 on with 1 out. And here's Johnny. Weber, a 3-run homer and a fly out to center field. Sixth hit for Winnipeg, and Roberson has his first of the night. And Weber will step in from the left-hand side. Kendall advances to second. Roberson at first. Some speed on the base paths. First pitch. Change up, swung on, fouled back. And it's strike one as Weber went reaching for that one. Weber hitting .378 coming in. Now a homer and 17 driven in. Nothing in one to Jon Weber. The pitch. Swung on, filleted down the left field line, foul into a sky suite. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're one of the bodies that are here tonight, your chances go up exponentially of getting a souvenir baseball. 4-0, the Kings lead the Devils now in the second period. 0-2 is outside with a changeup, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Roberson at first, Kendall is at second base. Weber has hits in 7 of 8 now. And he's 12 for his last 28. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called as Alan Rick and Justin Edwards, the battery here, are trying to get on the same page. And they're going to have a little chat. 4-0 for the Kings over the New Jersey Devils in Los Angeles tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, Rich Hawkins, 1-0 with a 6.75 ERA. Against Gino Gonzalez, 0-2 with a 7.43. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch inside on a breaking ball. Weber got out of the way of that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weber having a little chat with the umpire, a little laugh there too. 2-2. Lights are on, as you might expect here. Well, the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball, back up the middle, picked up there by Spears, steps on second for 1, and then throws down to 1 for a double play that Weber hits into, and the Goldeyes are done in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go to the 6th when we come back. 3-0 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
A good hit to right field. It's going. Over the wall.
Another home run at Cambrian Credit Union. Get the shirt off our backs at the July 10th Goldeyes Sioux Falls matchup. Get more than the shirt off our backs. Bank for free with the UNFI at Cambrian Credit Union.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Recycle everywhere.
It's a swing, and he popped it up. Has he got it?
The ball was caught, but not by a glove, Mike. Looks like it landed inside a Recycle Everywhere bin. I'd recognize that little blue bird anywhere.
They're everywhere these days.
Beverage container recycling is expanding in Manitoba. Look for Recycle Everywhere bins at Shaw Stadium and other public places. Visit us at recycleeverywhere.ca.
Recycle everywhere.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 6th inning. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. And Fabian Williamson through 5 has struck out 9 Saltdogs, giving up 1 hit. Jared McDonald, Stephen Holdren, and John Alonso, hitters 2, 3, and 4. Goldeyes getting 3 runs in the bottom of the first and a homer by Johnny Weber. And that's been it. Here's McDonald. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, first base side. DeCaster is there, and he can't make the catch. He overran it, came too far underneath it, tried to go back and missed it. That is strike one, and I guess we'll see what happens to the at-bat here from McDonald, but the official scorer, Steve Eitzen, could charge an error on DeCaster. Jared McDonald batting .212, a homer and 2 driven in. Nothing in 1 to McDonald, left-handed swinging third baseman tonight. The 0-1. Breaking ball is outside, a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and it's a ball and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Donald struck out swinging, then walked in the first and third. And time called. McDonald will step out. Had something in his eye and gets that rectified and back into the left side batter's box. Williamson will rock, kick, and fire. 1-2. Called third strike on the outside corner. Strikeout number 10. And that is the season high for a Goldeyes pitcher this year. 10 punch-outs for Fabian Williamson, and it's 5 1/3 through this game. And here's Stephen Holdren. Holdren has walked and popped out. And the first pitch. Breaking ball on the inside edge for a strike. Holdren batting .253, couple of homers and 19 driven in. Lefty batter here again, the 0-1. He is right down the chute for a strike. Good fastball at 88 on the gun here, and it's 0-2 to Holdren. 0-2 to Stephen Holdren. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball over the mound, back up the middle. Backhanded there by Kendall. Quick throw to first. In time. Nice play. Narodowski was there as well, but that's Kendall's ball. And they got it straightened out before they actually picked it up. And there's 2 down for John Alonso. And Alonso, right-handed batter, is 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out both times. 10 strikeouts for Williamson. That is a new season high for the Goldeyes. That comes right on the heels of last game's Matt Rush. 9 strikeouts yesterday. That was the season high. First pitch swung on and lined to center field. Roberson is there. He'll make the catch. And that is that for Lincoln in the 6th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of 6. 3-0 Winnipeg on TSN 1290.
When you're stepping up to the plate with a major league appetite, make the big play for the home run special at Chicken Delight. Here's the pitch. 8 pieces of delicious chicken, medium fries and gravy, 2-liter Pepsi, and 2 free Winnipeg Goldeyes ticket vouchers. That's a $40 value for just $26.99. It's a hit.
So don't call tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
Ever wonder how you can get your children to spend more time outside?
And get them away from computer games and TV?
Studies show that parents who are active often have healthy, active kids.
So be an active role model. Get up, get out, and play with your kids.
Walk the dog.
Play some catch.
Shovel the driveway.
For a game of ball hockey. He shoots! He scores!
Remember, active role models, active kids.
Find out more by visiting manitobainmotion.ca.
A message from the Manitoba government.
Don't just tune up your car this spring. Tune up your golf swing, too, at the Golf Dome. While outdoor ranges go through the snow to slush to swamp to skeeter cycle, you can be honing your swing for spring inside at the Golf Dome. Get the edge with golf lessons on the driving range, or hit courses from around the world with the Golf Dome's virtual golf simulators. So next time you think about a spring tune-up for this, be sure to make time for a tune-up for this. The Golf Dome. The Bubble, just off Sterling Lyon Parkway.
Sherundle DeCaster will lead it off. Right-handed batter here in the bottom of the sixth. 3-0 Winnipeg. First pitch is swung on and lifted out toward right. Well hit. Holdren going back at the warning track, and it's off the base of the wall. And DeCaster, as it took a wild carom back to Holdren, favorably for Lincoln, will have to hold at first base with a long Walter Young, Juan Diaz single. And here is Luis Allen. And Allen 1 for 2. And Luis bounced out to third, singled, and was left stranded. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Justin Edwards works into his sixth. Hasn't pitched badly tonight. He's walked 1, struck out 2, given up 3 runs on 7 hits. But the big blow, of course, was that 3-run homer he served up to Jon Weber. And the pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Edwards from the stretch. And the pitch. A little bit of a breaking ball and a half a swing by Allen. Took a strike anyway. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. For Allen, a home run and 11 driven in. Throw goes over to first base and DeCaster back in time. Sherundle 1 for 2 on the base pass. Now he's hurt his hammy, and it's still a little tender and not running all that well. So I don't think a threat to steal. 1-2. Swung on. That is hit well. Out to left field. Going back is Shaw. Onto the warning track. He slips, and it bounces off the warning track and goes over the wall. Now, I don't think that Shaw was going to get there to make the catch. But what is a little bit of a concern is the fact that he slipped there and could have really hurt himself, ankle or knee. And it was all because of the wet turf. He's all right. But a ground rule double for Luis Allen. He was not going to get there to make the catch. That was not in question. But he was tracking to get there in case it stayed in play. It did not. And went over and hopped the fence. But he had a pretty serious stumble out there. And it's back-to-back hits for Winnipeg. Runners at second and third for Josh Mazzola. Infield pulled in for Lincoln to protect home plate. First pitch, swung on, fouled at the plate. And it's strike 1. 3-0 Winnipeg leads it. They're trying to add on here with a single and a ground rule double in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mazzola yesterday had a sac fly. That came in the 4th inning when Winnipeg added on to make it 2-0 in Fargo. They eventually won 4-3. Infield in, nobody out. And now we're going to get some people up in the bullpen for the Saltdogs. The pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. 0-2 to Mazzola. Goldeyes 3 runs, 8 hits tonight. Mazzola is 0 for 2. He's flown out to left and right. The 0-2. Swung on, chopper, foul, third base side. And we do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. And some updates in the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard in the American Association. Grand Prairie won Game 1 of that doubleheader. 2-1, a final in 7. Mazzola 4 homers, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went reaching for that one and waved right through that breaking ball. Strikeout number 3 for Justin Edwards, and here's Kyle Day, the DH. And they'll get rolling soon in Game 2 between Grand Prairie and Laredo. Kansas City's leading Newark 3-0. That's in the 5th. Sioux City and Sioux Falls are scoreless in the 2nd. Fargo in front of St. Paul, 6-3 in the 4th. Gary leading Wichita 4-0 in Gary, Indiana in the 5th inning of play. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Kyle Day, the DH tonight. El Paso in the bottom of 1, leading Amarillo 1-0. And then, as I mentioned, Grand Prairie Laredo getting underway shortly for Game 2. The 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield still pulled in. 1 out now with runners at 2nd and 3rd. DeCaster at 3rd, Allen at 2nd. Bottom 7, interleague play in the majors. Washington leading Toronto 5-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side, breaking for home. And coming home is the second baseman, Payne. And a little bit of a collision there between DeCaster and Alan Rick. But Rick will hang on to the baseball. DeCaster broke. And Payne came up with the baseball, fired it home. And the Goldeyes are out at home on a 4-2 putout. There's 2 away. Kyle Day with a fielder's choice. And there's runners on the corners for Amos Ramon. Not sure why DeCaster broke right there. It was a pretty clean play to Brad Payne. Here's Amos Ramon, all or nothing tonight. He is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. First pitch. Breaking ball that's in there for a strike, and Amos does not like the call. Had words with home plate umpire Justin Anderson after the last at bat in the 4th where he struck out to end the inning. Stayed in the game, of course, and doesn't like that low pitch for a strike. And the 0-1. Breaking ball is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Washington leading Toronto 5-1. That's in the 7th. Yankees are down in Atlanta, leading 3-0 in the 7th. And Miami trying to end a 6-game losing skid, leading Boston 4-1. Pitch is high, 2-1. That is in the 9th inning of play down in South Florida. Coming up at 9:10 tonight, the Angels at Dodgers. That'll be a goodie. Angels have won 3 in a row, really closed the gap on the Texas Rangers in the West. The 2-1 in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Luis Allen over at third base. Kyle Day's at first. Right-hander getting loose in the bullpen for Lincoln. And it's Drew Graham. A fake to third and a look to first. The old Little League move. And fans yelling balk. That's the move they want to take out of Major League Baseball next year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Half a swing, didn't go. Pitch missed outside, 3-2 to Ramon. Rick Forney made a living off that move as a Goldeye when he pitched. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, it looked pretty good. They had the first 2 on, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and then could not plate anybody. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the 7th. Winnipeg leads it 3-0 on TSN 1290.
Coaches, your players are great at scoring goals. But when the goal is raising money, it's not always easy to score. And that's where the Winnipeg Free Press can help. We're
Introducing a unique fundraising promotion available to all Manitoba minor league sports teams. And if you participate, your team has a chance to meet Winnipeg Jets of Vander Kane. For complete program information, go to winnipegfreepress.com/Team Kane and find out how your team can get involved.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Follow the Super Lube Summer Cruiser now through August to see the sights and sounds of Winnipeg this summer with TSN 1290. Get free oil changes with Super Lube, free barbecue sauce from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue, and enter to win a $5,000 kitchen makeover from Rose Hill Cabinetry. Stop by and see us at awesome summer events in and around Winnipeg. Keep listening to TSN 1290 to hear where the Super Lube Summer Cruiser will be this week.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
We go to the 7th inning. Tommy Calero, the DH, Asif Shah, and Mike Provencher are due up here. Calero 0 for 2 tonight. It will be interesting to see what happens with the third batter in this inning. First pitch from Fabian Williamson. Swung on, popped up at home plate. Luis Allen will find it up the first base line after doffing the mask, and he makes the catch, one away on one pitch. The reason I say that is, and we'll really see what happens to Asif Shah here, and whether the Goldeyes can get him out. Mike Provencher broke up the no-hit bid by Fabian Williamson with a bunt single to lead off an inning. Now, I think it's okay. It's not late in the game. You're only down by 3. You're trying to get something going. First pitch is in there for a strike. Some might argue. We'll see if the Goldeyes retaliate. Shaw is 0 for 2. He's lined out and struck out looking. The pitch is outside, 1-1. Drew Graham still throwing in the bullpen for Lincoln. And the Goldeyes have some people wandering down to their bullpen. 1-1. Swung on. That is lined to right field. And that is going to be over the head and off the base of the wall of Mazzola. And he'll fire it in quickly. Here comes the play at second. And Narodowski couldn't backhand that baseball that was short-hopped on him. And here is Asif Shah with a double first extra base hit for Lincoln tonight, and only their second hit. Now Mike Provencher will step up with first base open. Well, I don't think you plunk him here if you're even thinking about retaliation, because all of a sudden the tying run comes to the plate. You pitch to get Provencher out, and I think that's why Bill Pulsifer is going out to talk with his battery here and to Fabian Williamson, just to make sure that there's no retribution. It's not the time, not the place for it right here. Yeah, you got first base open and a 9-0 lead. Yeah, you probably drill him if you wanted to, and if you didn't think that it was a baseball play with a bunt to lead off the 5th inning. And that's what's just happened here. I'm pretty sure of it. Just to say, listen, we're only up by 3. You put him on, the tying run comes to the plate. And the Goldeyes, as we saw last half inning, haven't done much offensively since the home run by Jon Weber in the bottom of the first. They had runners at second and third, nobody out, and never got a run in. Never scratched out a run. Here's Provencher, first pitch. Breaking ball, missed outside, ball 1. Provencher a strikeout and a bunt single. Hitting .280 on the year. Runner at second base is Asif Shah. 1-0. Swung on, filleted down the right field line. Foul on top of the roof of who's on first. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of 7. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. We'll have a look at our Goldeyes this week feature, and it's brought to you by Boston Pizza. Try Boston Pizza's all-meat wings. This summer, nothing goes better with BP's all-meat wings than all beer. Pitches outside. 2 balls and a strike. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. Well, fireworks tomorrow for Game 2 of this series. The 2-1 is high, 3-1. And then a special as it's 7:05 start. Doors open at 6 tomorrow. A special 11:05 start time on Wednesday. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. And it's 3-2. Tickets at 5 price points, $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18. Available at the door through any Ticketmaster location in the province, Ticketmaster.ca, or 855 Goldeye. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swung on, line to right field. That will drop for a base hit, and Mazzola overran it. Now he'll stop and pick it up. And Provencher will have his second hit of the night. And here is Alan Rick. And the Goldeyes will have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. And it's Craig James. Craig James was up yesterday, never threw in the game in Fargo, is up tonight. Alan Rick will step up with 1 out and 2 on, representing the potential tying run. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He is flown out and struck out. We're in the 7th, 3-0 Winnipeg, but Lincoln threatening. Alan Rick, a homer and 12 driven in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Runner on the move and no throw by Luis Allen to try to get Provencher moving from first to second. He'll steal second, uncontested. That breaks up the possibility for the double play. And that's exactly why Lincoln's running. You got a catcher, slow-footed, at the plate. You want to break up the double play possibility and try to set up an inning where you can scratch out 1 or maybe 2 here for sure. The 0-1 is down and away with that breaking ball, and it's a ball and a strike. Rick hitting 209 coming in. Just to finish a thought, love to see you out tomorrow night. Fireworks 7:05 or Wednesday morning 11:05 in the finale of this 3-game series. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on. That's pulled foul first base side. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Alan Rick. Tomorrow, Rich Hawkins versus Gino Gonzalez, a couple of left-handers. Hawkins making his 2nd professional start. 2nd with Winnipeg and his 1st at home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball just missed outside, went in and out of the glove of Luis Allen. It was a ball that got loose from the bullpen, and it's going to be thrown back by Justin Williams, showcasing a pretty good arm there. Oh, how about that? 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Alan Rick. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for Lincoln. Goldeyes playing the infield back. 2-2. Half a swing. Did he go? The appeal? Yes, says Steve Linton at third base. Alan Rick went around. Strikeout number 11 for Fabian Williamson. And that is going to be it for him tonight. As here comes Rick Forney's 2nd visit in the inning. Spells automatic relief. And Brad Payne, a right-handed batter, is going to face Craig James when we come back. Fabian Williamson, 11 punch-outs tonight. Those that are here will get on their feet. A fantastic performance this evening as he exits the baseball game with a chance to win it. Handshakes all the way around, and we're back in 70 on the call of the bullpen. Goldeyes leading 3-0, 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, with runners at 2nd and 3rd for Lincoln on TSN 1290.
Sports fans, TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca have your day planned for you. It begins with breakfast and a ride to work with a big show with Jay and Westwood.
Minus is a misleading statistic.
How the hell is that, Jay? How can you win a game if you're minus?
Then there's coffee with the herd.
I got news for you. Andrew Luck is better than 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today.
And an afternoon with Jim Rome.
When did it stop being interesting?
Then we'll take you home with Hustler and Lawless.
I think pound for pound, I think we're the best fans in the league. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you what. I get the exact same feeling as you're talking about. We're competing on a major landscape against all these other places. I think it's a great story. And the fans of the Jets, you bet. They're right up there with anyone else.
Mornings, afternoons, and all day long. It's TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca. All sports. Score! All the time.
Well, Craig James will come into the baseball game, and he'll do so spelling off Fabian Williamson, who was exceptional here tonight. For Fabian Williamson, the pitcher of record on a winning side, 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, responsible for 2. He can win it. He can't lose it. He could take a no decision. 3 walks and 11 strikeouts for a season high by Goldeyes pitcher. And he gives way to Craig James, who will face Brad Payne in a righty-righty setup here. This pitching change brought to you by Johnston Waste Management, 452-0909. Shaw at third, Provencher at second base. For James out of Miami, Florida, a right-hander who is 29 years old. First pitch, fastball is low, ball 1. Craig hasn't pitched since we saw him in Lincoln. The 1-0 is low, 2 balls and no strikes. For Craig James, he'll make his 10th appearance. He's 2-0 with a 6 flat ERA. 9 innings, 11 hits, 6 earned runs, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opposition batting .289 against him. The 2-0. Swung on, ground ball right side. Over to pick it up, and up with it is Kendall. Over to first, and the inning comes to an end. And Craig James gets the ground ball he and his team desired, and that is it. Lincoln comes away empty. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left after 6.5. Stretch time in my hometown. We invite you, wherever you are tonight, to get up with us and stretch them out. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Goldeyes lead at 3-0 on TSN 1290.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors. You name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before. With a little help from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's premier bait shop in the Kildonan Crossing Shopping Center, 1615 Regent West.
Cal Tire, the tire and wheel experts, has the best selection of tires and wheels in the city, and all at prices that can't be beat. In fact, if you find a lower advertised price, bring it in, and Cal Tire will match it or even beat it. So this spring, pay attention to your vehicle by taking it to the experts at Cal Tire. It's time to talk to Cal at any of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Drew Graham, the former Goldeye, is into the baseball game for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. And they kind of wiggled off the hook there, as Lincoln had their best chance to score here tonight and could not come up with a timely hit. Drew Graham will come in, and that will be it for Justin Edwards to start this 7th inning. And for Winnipeg, it'll be Narodowski, Kendall, and Roberson in the last of this 7th. For Edwards, 6 innings tonight. He actually pitched pretty good. 8 hits, 3 runs, they're all earned. Gave up a homer to Jon Weber, and that was really the biggest blemish here tonight in his outing. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and a wild pitch, and he gives way to right-hander Drew Graham from Fort Scott, Kansas. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. And Drew Graham make his 2nd appearance this year against his old team. Remember, he was a Goldeye back in 2010. And I'll tell you, did he look like a mountain man? He had the long hair and the beard. Well, the beard's still there. He has had a haircut, or a couple since then. And here's David Narodowski, righty-righty, and Drew Graham will look in. A hard-throwing right-hander is Graham. And the first pitch. Fastball down and away, ball 1. David Narodowski from Vancouver, British Columbia. 4-1, Los Angeles leads New Jersey at the end of 2 in Game 6 tonight. And the 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. Dustin Brown. Jeff Carter has 2, I'm told. Trevor Lewis has the other. All for the Kings. Adam Henrique for the Devils. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on, bounced over the mound, back up the middle. Coming in, Spears, the shortstop, up with it quickly, and over to first to get Narodowski, and there's 1 away. And the batter is Price Kendall, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Jeff Carter with 2, Dustin Brown with 1, Trevor Lewis, the other goal for the Kings at the end of 2. Adam Henrique, the goal for the Devils. I remember as a kid when the Stanley Cup Finals and the Stanley Cup would be hoisted somewhere around when the Indy 500 took place in May. First pitch is down and away for ball 1. Price Kendall with a run scored tonight, 2 hits. Graham from the stretch, the 1-0. He is on the outside edge for a strike. For Drew Graham, he will come in and make his 4th appearance of the year. He has an 8.44 ERA, no record. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the seats. And it's 1-2. 5 1/3 innings, 11 hits. 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .440 against him. He got blasted by the Goldeyes last week in Lincoln in an appearance. He gave up 4 earned runs on 5 hits in 1 inning, and that will shoot the ERA right up. And the pitch swung on and fouled back. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. And again, if you've missed it, the LA Kings are leading the New Jersey Devils 4-1 after 2 periods of play. They're 20 minutes away, are the Kings, from winning the Stanley Cup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Graham will come set. And the pitch. Inside, 2-2. 3-0 Winnipeg in front, 1 away. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Two balls and 2 strikes to Kendall. Graham. And the 2-2. Bounce left side, foul. And they're making the announcement here, and I think it's a partisan Kings crowd here tonight. You know, there's local flavor on both teams. Kings and Devils. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Graham comes set in the pitch. Breaking ball, got him on strike. Swing and a miss. And Drew Graham picks up his first strikeout tonight. That's strikeout number 6. Lincoln pitching tonight. And here's Chris Roberson. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And Roberson will stand in from the left-hand side. Has a bunt single tonight. First pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. Well, as I mentioned, the lights are on here, but we would have daylight till, I would say, close to 9:50. Another 45 or 50 minutes. Well, we can't tell because we haven't seen the sun since it popped out around 1 o'clock this afternoon, the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and hammered down the right field line, but foul. And it's 0-2. It is overcast here tonight. Supposed to be a little bit better tomorrow. How could it be any worse? 8 degrees Celsius, 47 Fahrenheit at game time, and it's been holding pretty steady. Graham comes set, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, line to center field, and Provencher will come in and then go back and reach up. Boy, he just about misplayed that, but the center fielder does. Spear the baseball out of the air for the third out, and the Goldeyes are done in order. We'll go to the 8th. Winnipeg leads at 3-0, TSN 1290.
You've been trying to dig yourself out of debt. With credit cards, loans, payday advances, it was all so easy, you didn't even notice how deep in the hole you were getting. But there's someone who can give you different tools to use. Tools like credit counseling, credit proposals, and bankruptcy options that can help you climb back to solid financial ground. Elsie Taylor, trustee in bankruptcy. Your way forward. Visit us at lctaylor.net.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
What if I told you that chiropractic care is highly effective in treating work-related injuries and that the cost is fully covered through the Workers' Compensation Board? And what if I told you that I'll assess the cause of your pain rather than mask your symptoms and that I'll offer a treatment that doesn't involve drugs or surgery? Would you be interested? Manitoba chiropractors are passionate about improving the lives of all Manitobans, working to help injured workers regain their active lives.
Manitoba chiropractors, making life better.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
We go to the 8th inning. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. Craig James will work into his second inning after getting the last out in the 7th. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds. Our producer operator back at the studio is Eric Fritchie. And Dana Robbie helping us out on site. Joe Spears, Jared McDonald, and Stephen Holdren. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Lincoln. Yeah, the first pitch from James. Swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Well, we got to get to the answer, by the way, on trivia. I neglected in that last half. In the bottom of the 7th, here in the top of the 8th, we'll do that right now. And the 0-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Spears is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Well, trivia is always brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. And a step off by James. Spears still in the right side batter's box, waggling the bat. Left-hander in the bullpen for Winnipeg. And that is Zach Baldwin. 0-2. Breaking ball is low. 1-2. Well, the question tonight was this. Which former Goldeye hit a walk-off solo homer in the bottom of the 12th inning in 2012 to beat the Lincoln Saltdogs here at home to open the playoffs? It was game 1 of the postseason. Winnipeg, Lincoln in one of the series. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball, called third strike on the outside corner, and Spears knew it. And James has a strikeout here tonight. And there's one down. The Goldeyes have struck out 12 Saltdogs. And Jared McDonald, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, will step up and in. Well, congratulations tonight to Patrick Harrison of St. Vital. He knew the answer to be Christian Franco. Christian played in Schaumburg, then joined the Goldeyes. First pitch is swung on and lined out to right field, and diving out and not making the catch is Mazzola. And they're going to say that it hit the ground before Mazzola could get the glove on it, so he trapped it on one hop. And McDonald has a line drive single off Craig James, and the batter is Stephen Holdren. I'll never forget the night, because if you know your Goldeyes history going back around that era, the Goldeyes had traded Alan Oshner to the Lincoln Saltdogs. Remember him? Sidearm and right-hander from Texas. Here comes Bill Paulson for the Goldeyes pitching coach. He ended up coming into the game. He got the first out in the 12th before Franco hit a home run over the left field wall. And it made Alan Oshner, a former Goldeye, a loser. Donnie Smith picked up the win in relief that particular night. Christian Franco was the hero with one away and walked the Goldeyes off in the bottom of the 12th. Christian had a decent year that year. He could always swing the bat. His problem was really defensively. And the Goldeyes went on to win that series quite handily over Lincoln, then against Sioux City, and then ended up losing in 4 games to New Jersey. Mound meeting is over. Christian Franco was the guy we were looking for, not Harry Berrios. First pitch is low to Holdren, ball 1. Christian Franco lives in L.A., and you know the funny thing, another sort of side note to that, the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball out toward first base, fielded there by DeCaster, steps on first for 1, quickly throws to second, and just getting there in time is McDonald. Holdren is out on the unassisted play at first, but what a great heads-up play by DeCaster over at first base to step on the bag, get the out of Holdren, and then try to get Jared McDonald advancing to second. 2 away, runner at second base for John Alonso. Jon Weber still keeps in contact with Christian Franco. Remember, Jon Weber played for the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks around the same time as 2002, and that Franco was here, and they both are from California. First pitch, breaking ball is in there for a strike. Both around the same age. And both from the L.A. area. Good breaking ball from Craig James to John Alonso. 3-0. The Goldeyes lead at 2 away here in the 8th inning. And the 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike with that fastball. So the answer, Christian Franco, Patrick Harrison, you are our winner tonight. Congratulations. You pick up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. You're also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. We'll do it again tomorrow night, the 1-1. Breaking ball is outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to John Alonso, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Now Alonso standing in from the right side. Alex Jones now getting loose for the Goldeyes in the bullpen. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, lifted out toward right field. Drifting back is Mazzola, going back, reaching up, and making the catch of the dead run, turning his numbers toss. And Mazzola, another great running grab. And then he pushed up against the wall to stop his forward momentum. And that is it for the Saltdogs in the 8th. A superb running catch in right by Mazzola. No Ronza hit, 1 left. Bottom 8 is next. 3-0 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues, so you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more, log on to avalonwinnipeg.ca. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 13. My mom, she packed one with my lunch every day. Been drinking it ever since. Until yesterday, that is. I tried a Pepsi at the Ultimate Taste Challenge. Turns out I like Pepsi. Who knows what else I've been wrong about? Heck, I might like that gangster rap.
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Go to Pepsi Canada on Facebook to find out where you can take the Ultimate Taste Challenge.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jon Weber will lead it off. Goldeyes are in front 3-0. Drew Graham works into his second inning. It's Weber, Shurundo DeCaster, and Luis Allen. Let's update you on those American Association scores for Manitoba Blue Cross, the Killer Caring. Grand Prairie beat Laredo 2-1 in the first game of a double dip. Drew Graham will come set, and the first pitch to Weber. Swung on, fouled back. Good hack there by John, who's 1 for 3 tonight. 3-run homer back in the bottom of the first. Kansas City leads Newark 3-0, bottom 6 in KC. Graham will come set. And the 0-1 is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-2. Sioux City leads Sioux Falls 2-0 in Sioux City, Iowa tonight. That's in the third. And, of course, Sioux Falls in the same division as the Goldeyes, losing in Sioux City. And the 0-2. Swung on, and that is sent down the left field line. Into where the corner, a fair ball. It's going to get to the corner. Shaw will track it down, pick it up and fire it back in. Not before Jon Weber has his second hit of the night, and it's a leadoff double. And here is DeCaster, who's 1 for 3. In St. Paul tonight at Midway Stadium, in the 6th inning, Fargo-Moorhead and the Saints are tied at 6. If you're really kind of looking for Winnipeg to gain a real advantage out of that one, well, if they win tonight and Fargo was to beat St. Paul, the Goldeyes lead would be 5.5 on second place in the North. Here's DeCaster, 1 for 3 tonight, stands in from the right-hand side. Goldeyes with 9 hits on the night. One more, double digits, I believe, for the 4th straight game. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low and inside, ball 1. They had 10 yesterday, 10 on Saturday night, 11 on Friday night, 17 on Thursday night. It would be the 5th straight game if they were able to produce another hit where they've had double digits in hits. And the 1-0 is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Grand Prairie and Laredo underway in game 2. They're scoreless in the second. Gary leads Wichita 5-0 in the 6th. And El Paso is in front of Amarillo in West Texas tonight, 3-0 in the 4th. The pitch. Breaking ball is low, 3-0. And some of the St. James A's down there cheering loudly. Right in behind home plate. The 3-0 is low, ball 4. And DeCaster will draw a walk. Only the second walk issued to the Goldeyes tonight. The first was to Chris Roberson back in the first. And then Jon Weber brought him home with that home run. And here is Luis Allen, who is 2 for 3. Ground rule double tonight as well. In the majors interleague play tonight, Washington defeated Toronto. It was the Nationals 6, the Blue Jays 3. Edwin Jackson, the win for the Nationals. They've won 4 in a row. Brandon Morrow, the loss for the Blue Jays. First pitch to Allen is high, ball 1. New York Yankees shut out Atlanta in Georgia tonight. 3-0. The Yankees have won 4 in a row. Ivan Nova goes to 8-2. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And Miami ends a 6-game losing skid. Backed by Josh Johnson, who goes to 4-4. They beat Boston 4-1. Josh Beckett, the loss. He drops to 4-7, the 1-1. Fastball is on the inside edge for a strike. 1-2. And just underway, the Angels and Dodgers at Chavez Ravine, Dodger Stadium. No score in the first tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runners at first and second. No activity in the bullpen for Lincoln. 2-2. Swung on, and that is hit out toward the mound. It's a tough play, charged by Spears, the shortstop, and he'll have no play. He will not throw it to any base. It got by Drew Graham. A little roller over the mound, and Luis Allen legs it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Spears had to come in and charge from short. By the time he picked it up, nowhere to go. And there's 3 on and nobody out for Josh Mazzola, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He has flown out twice, left and right, and struck out swinging his last trip. Well, there you go. An infield single for Luis Allen. The Goldeyes have indeed hit double digits in hits with their 10th tonight. First pitch to Mazzola. Breaking ball is high, ball 1. And Winnipeg now 5 straight games with 10 hits or more. Including last Thursday night, a season high. 17 hits in Lincoln. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 2-0. Let's have a look here at trades and transactions in this 8th. Brought to you by the Animal Hospital Manitoba. We are a full-service veterinary hospital that also provides behavioral and nutritional counseling. Graham comes set. He's in a heap of trouble here. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. The Animal Hospital Manitoba, we treat your pet as if they were our own. El Paso signs outfielder J.J. Muse, who was let go by Laredo, and released right-handed pitcher G.V. Garcia. He was the one that caused the kerfuffle with Jon Weber in the brawl in West Texas a couple of weeks back now. But 2-1. Swung on, popped up. A mile high. If it comes down, it should be caught. The catcher, Alan Rick, as he slipped on the wet grass, had it fall back in behind him. And the first baseman, Alonso, couldn't get there in time. So, Mazzola will stay alive at 2-2. There you go with the wet grass again tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're not wearing your metal spikes tonight, shame on you. Seriously. Some guys will wear the rubber cleated baseball shoes now. go away a little bit from the metal cleats, the metal spikes, but they're never far away in a guy's locker for nights like this. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mazzola. The pitch. Swung on. That is hit high. Out to left field. Asif Shah coming in. Spears the shortstop going back. And Shaw calls off the shortstop and dangerously makes the catch because he just about dropped it, and Mazzola is out number 1. And the batter is Kyle Day. And he's going to be pinch hit for. It'll be Rich Carpenter. So Rich Carpenter is going to come in to pinch hit for Kyle Day in this DH spot. In this 8th inning. 1 away, bases loaded, 3-0 Winnipeg in front. Kansas City activated infielder Bo Stoker from the disabled list and placed right-handed pitcher Matt Mitchell on the DL retro to yesterday. And the first pitch to Rich Carpenter. Swung on and missed for strike 1. And Lincoln released left-handed pitcher Michael Zollner before they got up here. And signed left-handed pitcher Justin Rowley, who was let go on the weekend by Gary. 0-1 to Carpenter. Graham comes set. The pitch is outside, 1-1. For Rich Carpenter, he's hitting .234. No homers and 9 driven in. Bases loaded. And 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on now, rip it in there.
And time call. Goldeye at every base. Activity in the bullpen for both teams. Kaohe Downing is throwing for Winnipeg in their pen. And a right-hander was getting loose in the bullpen for Lincoln. The 1-1. Swung on, chopper out toward first. Foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the right-hander for Lincoln is Tyson Povey. Not really making a declaration here or not, but Goldeyes would love to add on. If it ends up being a 3-run lead, it would be a save situation. And Kaohe Downing would be asked to try to earn a save. The 1-2 is just inside 2-2. For the second actual save opportunity in a row for Winnipeg. I don't know what that says, but it maybe has a question surrounding it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on, chopper right side, over by that first base dugout for Lincoln. We do it again at 2-2. I guess the question could be, who's the actual closer now on this team? Now, Nick Carr was used yesterday in a non-save situation with the Goldeyes leading by 4 going into the 9th. And they ended up hanging on to win 4-3 over Fargo. They lead at 3-0 here. 1 out, bases loaded, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Carpenter down on strikes in that breaking ball. And there's 2 away for Amos Ramon. And Amos will stand in from the right-hand side. Let's have a look going to the 9th inning. For Lincoln, Calero, Shaw, and Provencher. 5, 6, and 7. And Ramon would like to deliver a little bit of insurance here. Or if you're tuned in from south of the Mason-Dixon line tonight, some insurance. First pitch to Ramon. A little bit high with that fastball, ball 1. LA Kings leading the New Jersey Devils 4-1. 13 minutes to go in the 3rd period. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is a good slider that just missed outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Amos Ramon, 2 away, a Goldeye at every base. Weber at third, DeCaster at second. Allen is at first. Graham trying to pitch out of the jam. The 2-0 is high, 3 balls and no strikes. And he's 1 pitch away from walking in a run. 3 balls, no strikes. To Amos Ramon, who I'm sure is going to take here. And Graham comes set. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and he does take. 3-1. Three balls and a strike to Ramon. He's 1 for 3 tonight. A single and 2 strikeouts. Righty. Graham comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. And we do it again. One thing about Amos, he will swing the bat. He is aggressive at the plate. He's got a pretty good eye, but he will swing it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will be on the move with 2 away here. And Graham comes set. And the pitch is low for ball 4. He walked in a run. And it's 4-0 Winnipeg. Ramon picks up RBI number 12. Weber scores from third. DeCaster over to third. Allen up to second. And Amos draws a walk. Second walk issued by Drew Graham tonight. And the third by Lincoln pitching. And here is David Narodowski. And Narodowski 0 for 3 tonight. And Narodowski steps in from the right side. Graham will come set, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Again, Alex Jones now throwing up in the bullpen. Kauhi Downing is, well, not sat down. He's just not throwing any longer. He's standing behind Jones. And the 1-0. Swung on, fouled back. Good hack by Narodowski there. David is 0 for 3 tonight. 4-0. The Goldeyes are in front. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Narodowski batting .216. 3 RBI on the year. And the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. Good hack there off the upper deck facade and back down below. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Graham will come set. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, and that's dribbled out in front of home plate. Picked up by Alan Rick, and he'll step on the plate to force out DeCaster, and that is it for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of 8. 1 run, couple of hits, and 3 left. We'll go to the 9th. Last chance for Lincoln coming up. Winnipeg leads at 4-0. Lincoln needs 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. We'll see what happens when we return. Make sure you do when we come back to Winnipeg on TSN 1290.
The Greenwood Inn & Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn & Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn & Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that every single Peak of the Market vegetable is grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. They are 100% Manitoba grown with absolutely no exceptions. Peak of the Market is 40 Manitoba family farms that are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud to be 100% Manitoba owned and operated.
Peak of the Market.
The Field of Dreams Foundation helps kids in need by supporting children's charities. I'm Tony Fletcher, president of the Field of Dreams Foundation, urging you to help out by picking up our special coupon book at Shaw Park for just $5. It's packed with $100 in savings at popular ballpark concessions and local restaurants, or you can pledge an amount per Goldeyes strikeout in the Fillmore Riley K's for Kids program. Learn more at goldeyes.com. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation continues to make kids' dreams come true.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the ninth inning. Tommy Calero, Asif Shaw, and Mike Provencher. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 for Lincoln. And Kauhi Downing will try to lock it down with the Goldeyes leading 4-0. That's it for Craig James. 1 1/3 innings. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. And he gives way to Kauhi Downing. And the pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. For Kauhi, he will make his 10th appearance. He's 3-0 with a 1.39 ERA. 1 save. This is not a save situation with the Goldeyes leading by 4. 13 innings, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts, and the opposition batting 200 against him. And here is Tommy Calero, the DH, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And Downing will come set for his pitch. Fastball, low, ball 1. We're holding at 8 degrees Celsius, 46 Fahrenheit. I might have to go home and have a hot toddy. The 1-0 swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or 6. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just to warm the blood a little bit here tonight. 1-1. Swung on. That's hit to the gap in right center. Here comes Roberson. Diving, sliding, and making the catch. Feet first slide. Looked like he was going to dive, and then the feet popped out. But he made the catch of the baseball. And there's one away. A great grab by Chris Roberson. How about that? One away for Asif Shaw. Boy, the Goldeyes have been fortunate to see some pretty good center fielders over their days. Employ some as well. But this guy just might be the pinnacle. First pitch is low, ball 1. From what I've seen of Chris Roberson, get to balls, take routes, make running catches, sliding feet first grabs like that. I haven't seen much better come through here or play here. The 1-0 swung on. That's hit to center field. Back goes Roberson. Back he goes. Backpedaling, and he'll make the catch onto the track. You know, like that. He took his eye off the baseball in the air and still knew where the baseball was going to be. He gets great reads. He gets good jumps. He takes exceptional routes. And he is really an exceptional center fielder. Here is Mike Provencher, the last hope for the Lincoln Saltdogs. 4-0. The Goldeyes are leading here. 1 out away from another victory. And they're 1 out away from what would be a season-high 5-game win streak. 4-0, Winnipeg in front. Downing's first pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Again, we harken back. I don't think there'll be any retribution for the bunt earlier in the baseball game when Williamson had a no-hitter going. Pitches low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just finished this one here tonight. And we'll ask Rick Forney about that as well. I bet you he says he agrees it was a good baseball play. 1-1 is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. 4-0. Winnipeg in front, 4 runs, 10 hits. 0-4 for Lincoln. And Downing will come set. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right side of the infield. Should end the game. DeCaster called off by Kendall. And he makes the squeeze, does PK. And the Goldeyes have won 5 straight for the first time this year. And they take game 1 of this 3-game series. They have now won 6 of 7 here at home this year. For Lincoln, no runs, no hits, and nobody left. The final score, Winnipeg 4, Lincoln no score. The Goldeyes have produced 2 shutout victories this year, both against the Saltdogs. Totals in the postgame show are next after these on TSN 1290.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win.
Took in another 4 hours on the Beaver bus and got here around 8 o'clock. And everybody's just glad to get off of it. And really, I think they seem pleased with their performance on the road, as am I.
One of the things about good starting pitching on both sides, it will have and create a lot more pace to the game, Rick, and as a result, you get games that are under 3 hours. I'm not complaining about times of games, but I'll tell you, as a fan, maybe as a broadcaster and certainly as a player, you're more involved in the game when it's moving along, and we've seen that. We saw that in Fargo. We saw that to some degree in Lincoln. I know there was an extra inning game there one night, but at the same time, you're playing a little quicker because the pace is quicker because the starting pitching is not struggling.
Yeah, starting pitching was good for both teams all 3 days, but you can also attribute it to some good umpiring. Timmy and Steve and Justin, they do a good job. It's a good crew. They call strikes. They keep the game moving. They're not afraid to help move this thing along a little bit without affecting the quality of the game. So it was a good weekend. It was well played. It was brisk. It wasn't like we were sitting out for 4 hours, kind of, spinning our wheels, watching bad baseball. It was well played all around. The umpires are good. Both teams are good. I didn't think Fargo played all that bad. They made a couple mistakes, and they're scuffling a little bit offensively right now, not really able to sustain many drives. But everybody goes through that, and I hope my team can kind of stay on the pace that we're on right now. But I to be honest with you, with the starting pitching Fargo has and some of the quality arms that they have late in the bullpen, I'd expect for them to pick the pace up a little bit more. They probably won't be the same team when we see them here in a couple weeks that we saw this weekend in Fargo.
Yeah, a lot of people think there's a good foundation there, and they're just 1 or 2 guys away from kind of tweaking things. They've also lost a couple of guys. They lost an outfielder, and they lost a pitcher. And you know what that's like, Rick. You had a good team in 2010 that didn't make the playoffs, but when you broke camp, you ended up losing 4 guys in the first 5 weeks. Holloman, Long, Nijinsky, Barb, and you just cannot replace, 3 pitchers and a starting shortstop by the time you get to June or July.
Yeah, well, you can replace outfielders. That's not always the most difficult thing to do, but a shortstop and starting pitching is it's nearly impossible to overcome over the course of the season. Just you got to have an abundance of extra parts on your roster that you can have, that you can move and trade to get those pieces back in terms of a 1 or 2 starting pitcher, which they lost, and a shortstop. I mean, it's hard to replace it. You're wound up playing catch up and piecing things together on a nightly basis, and it becomes very difficult to overcome. And we kind of saw that a few years ago with our team, and I've seen it with other teams in the past, as well as some of them are kind of scrapping it together right now. But it can be done. I mean, look at Amarillo. They lost Kyle Hankert. He just happens to play a position that you can find a replacement at, and they haven't skipped a beat. So it just depends on who you're losing and what position they play. But it's not an easy task. But you got plenty of time to find those pieces and play catch up.
Especially pitching. That's the most difficult to find, isn't it?
Well, the bad thing the good thing is that it's early in the season. Okay. Bad thing is starting pitching's it's a crapshoot. You can sign what you think would be the best starting pitcher in this league, and full of resume and full of successful innings, and doesn't guarantee that they're going to come here and perform for you. There's so many things that can take place, maybe a lack of preparation, injury, whatever. It doesn't guarantee success. But on the other boat, there's plenty of young, fresh college arms that are coming off, a senior season or a 4-year career in college that were successful, just not enough to get drafted into professional baseball. There, guys are looking for an opportunity to continue on. Just you have to be open to the idea that you're going to audition some new guys and give them an opportunity and see if they can find a way to get you 15 to 18 outs every fifth day.
Back to yesterday, your defense has been much maligned by fans, by media, by yourself. Yesterday.
By you?
I just lump myself in generically to the media.
That's why my guys don't want to talk to anybody around here. They've been saying the media's giving them a hard time.
They talk to me.
And choice.
Anyway, I was going to pay a compliment, and that was yesterday. I thought that you had some great plays that were made that don't show up on the scorecard. Ridge Carpenter on Jennings, that line drive, running catch into the gap, a move to his left by shortstop Narodowski, and a ball that was maybe destined for back through the box. I thought that you guys made some real nice defensive plays, and while it has been maligned, things are kind of improving when it comes to spectacular defensive plays on your team.
Yeah, our defense isn't bad. We're not going to be without mistakes. That's just the level of baseball here. Everybody's going to make errors on defense, and especially at premium positions, a catcher's going to make a mistake. They got the ball in their hand a lot. They're going to make a mistake.